I'm Sam, one of the senior embryologists here at Fertility Manchester, and I'm going to give you a little whistle-stop tour of our embryology laboratory. So come with me. As you can see, it's a fairly big space. We have quite a lot of embryologists beavering away. So there are different zones that we have to the lab. This section here, this is where the embryologist would be for the embryo transfer. So this is your final aspect of your journey when you have an IVF cycle. So this is our hood, this is where the embryologist will sit, and this is one of our state-of-the-art microscopes. These types of microscopes are used to grade embryos in a more traditional method. So we're looking at what's called morphology of embryos. So they're fairly highly magnified. You have a heated stage, so we can control the embryos at the temperature they would like to be. We also have these little incubators here that we keep the dishes in if we feel that they're going to be out for more than a few seconds. See lots of incubators as we walk around. These ones are for more what we call standard incubation of embryos. Each one has their own little section that your dishes would be in. Over here we have Sue, our laboratory manager, who is currently doing egg collections today. This will be our egg collection hood. We're actually mid-retrieval at the moment, very exciting. I'm going to ask Sue in a second for the total number of eggs she's managed to find. 9! Woo! Very good number, between 8 and 12 is what we like, that's very good. This is Sandy, with our other embryologist, busying away. And I'll take you into what we call Sperm corner, so this is where all the magic happens. So you'll see we've got all the state-of-the-art equipment that we need to analyse samples and also to prepare samples for patient treatments. So this is where we would prepare sperm samples for IUIs, for IVF and for ICSI treatment. We also do freezing of sperm as well. That could be for lots of different reasons. Fertility preservation, if patients are travelling away and we need the samples here to do the treatment. So these are our centrifuges. We've got one here and one here. Show you the inside. So this is what we would use to spin down the samples. It's the more traditional method of preparing samples so that we separate them out, clean them up and get the most motile sperm at the bottom in what we call a pellet, and we use that for treatment. We also have some state-of-the-art equipment here. So these are our zygote slides. This is a different way of preparing the samples. I'll show you using a microfluidic technique. Then this is what we use for our SOS testing. And I'll show you, once we've frozen the embryos, where they're stored. Okay, it's very noisy in here. We've got a lot of what we call tubers. This is where we store a lot of our samples. A lot of sperm stored here, frozen eggs, and frozen embryos. These are our newest tanks. I'll let you into a little secret about how these cook when PPE. Tiny little look inside one of these. So this is where we store thousands of embryos. Okay? So you want to be very careful with liquid nitrogen, but you'll see we have lots of cans. And within each can, we have lots of cells. So each one of these will have patient embryos in. All in a specific location, so we know where to find everybody's embryos when they come back to their frozen embryo clusters. Okay, so here I'm going to show you Sandy is currently storing some donor eggs for treatment. Now we do this a fair amount. We have at Care Fertility an internal egg bank where we freeze. We're actually going to freeze some donor eggs very shortly. And then we send those, we either keep them here in our local bank or we send them to a central bank, and we're able to share these donor eggs throughout the care group. So we have a lot of clinics. Egg recipients can go onto the care egg bank, they can select their donor, and then we can move these eggs to whichever clinic the patient would prefer to have treatment at. So that's what Sandy's currently doing. Once the eggs have survived the thaw, we leave them for a couple of hours to feel happy in their culture environment, and then we would inject them with sperm. I'll take you over now to the ICSI rigs. So we have two favourite rigs over here, which you'll see are uncovered. This one's still got his coat on, I'm not going to use that one today. So Ian is currently setting up what we call the ICSI needles for the injection procedure. The next thing we're going to show you very exciting state-of-the-art incubators that we have here as well. So these are our embryoscopes. We have 3 here at Manchester. These are the embryoscope pluses. Got one here, one there, and this is our standard embryoscope. The reason that these incubators are so fabulous is because we have an inbuilt camera. We take images of the embryos every 10 minutes, fit those images together to create a film for embryologists to look at. So we don't need to take these dishes out of the incubator at all. They stay optimum temperature, optimum pH, optimum humidity, and we find the flashulation rates are fabulous. For example here, so this is what we see as embryologists. So I can roll the film back for you. So this patient's embryos, colour coded you can see, blue, they're the embryos that were frozen. Red, unfortunately, the embryos that either didn't fertilise or didn't form blastocysts. So this patient did very, very well. Actually had PGTA testing of embryos. So you can see here we make a little hole in the zona on day 4 of the embryo's development, and that helps the embryos to hatch out. But the great thing about this is we can go back in time, so we see what happens in the night as well when we're not here. And actually this patient, once they had testing, one of these embryos came back as chromosomally normal and is now a very healthy little boy, which is fabulous. Yay!
Thanks, Lauren. See you soon.